We are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with Ben Tyler with Ben Tyler Building and Remodeling. And thanks for joining us again, Ben.
Happy to be back here, Kimberly.
So I love that we're at another unfinished project because there's a lot of conversations that need to be had in advance before you do an entire home remodel like the one that we're in.
Yes, we have what we call a project evaluation phase in projects like these. A lot of times we're helping people decide whether they're going to stay where they are, do some remodeling, or possibly move, get a new house. So it's a complicated process, but we try to make it as easy as we can make it.
Well, that's a good point, whether you're going to stay in a home, because people don't think about that when they start dreaming about what their new kitchen will look like or what their new primary bedroom or bath looks like, and they need to think about things like, where am I going to cook if we stay?
Absolutely, and the decision comes down to a lot when you're doing a whole house remodel. Do you stay and remodel, make the house your dream house, or do you find a new house? And most of the new houses you might find probably need a little work too. So it comes down to, getting some really good investment information, and that starts with plans, pricing, and going through the process.
And knowing that there's going to be some pivoting along the way when you start opening up walls.
Absolutely. We try to do as good a job as we can figuring out what's behind all of these walls. In older homes where nobody's remodeled, we have a good idea. In houses that have had some previous remodeling, we don't know sometimes what we might find when we open up those walls, and we end up doing a lot of corrective measures.
So what are you guys doing in this home? I'm seeing master control behind us.
Well, that's the heart of the house. That's the kitchen, and we've got a little job table set up right there, and it's the command and control center, we call it. But in this particular house, the shortcomings were in the garage area. It was really too small to put two modern cars in, so we tore down the existing garage and have built a new garage with a mudroom area, including a dog wash. And then it's while you're here, let's decide to stay instead of move, remodel the kitchen and a bathroom or two while we're here.
And Ben, you're working on a lot of projects with homeowners that have decided to transform their home into the space that they've always wanted because they love the neighborhood.
Absolutely. This is a home. They've raised their kids here. They want their kids to be able to come back here. And we find this common theme. And they love their neighbors. They just like where they are. And generally the neighborhoods will support these type of remodels.
So what are some of the other things that homeowners need to think about when they're getting ready to start this process, besides for, will I stay in my home?
Well, that's the big one, but we really want them to focus on what they want to get. And usually they're working with a qualified interior designer to help them with that process. We've got an architect involved, and us on the construction end there to say, yeah, this is doable or this is not. So it's a team effort that really will get you some good investment advice.
And you have an in-house designer as well.
We do, and we do a lot of interior remodels that we design in-house. And generally when it gets to be a bigger project, we're bringing outside architects in. In this case, Beverly Baker helped us out with this one.
And Ben, when you're going through this process, there's a lot of things that you guys do in advance to protect the home.
Well, generally we have people living in the home. In this particular one, we don't. So we use a lot of dust protection walls that we build. We put floor protection down, and it's generally if we're not going to remodel the space, but we need to walk through it, then we're going to protect the floors, and so we don't have to finish them when we're done. Now, sometimes we find problems underneath existing floors, and we can take care of squeaky floors while we're here, but that requires removing the hardwood floor itself and then taking care of the subfloor underneath it.
And you helped with some of the flooring in this home too, with the second floor.
Yeah, we thought there was a little bit too much movement in the framing of the floor, so we actually added floor joist on as part of this project.
You know, that's one of the amazing things about choosing to remodel your existing home, is because you can find little things that might add to the price, but you have a safer home and you have a more enjoyable home.
Absolutely. We uncover whatever we uncover. We make sure that everybody knows what's going on, and we make the repairs. And you know, we're trying to make a 100-year home. That's what we're doing. Our goal is generally when we're doing any remodeling project or a new home.
Well, all the homes that I have had the pleasure of being in were absolutely spectacular when you were finished with them.
Well, thank you so much. We've got a great clientele base, and we've got a good team behind us that helps make this happen.
Well, thank you so much for bringing us to another home, Ben.
Always my pleasure, Kimberly. Thank you.
We'll be back with more of My Southern Home in just a moment.